Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? We got R-Truth, the awesome Truth, and we are going to take him out with his new gear, his 8th anniversary gear. Column breaks are going to do 200% more damage, and now it activates with another column breaks 200% more damage. So we are going to run out with this gear. I am on the candy store account, so I can only do this with moments that are on my account at the moment with the moments. So column breaks are going to do another 150% more damage for this moment. And the other new moment doesn't actually do anything to help us, right? So you don't have to worry about the R-Truth enters the Rumble, but the loser leaves the Judgment Day is going to give us another 150%. So do keep that in mind. I am going to run him two ways. The first way is going to be with the new Royal Rumble plate that is out there. So this mischief plate, whenever we destroy 30 gems, create 30 purple gems. There's no other plate that really helps the first moveset, so we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to run with the column break moveset. So that's going to be the black moveset. Choose 10 gems to make into purple, 7x4 into column breaks, and then we're going to use the finisher, make 25 random into purple, pin the opponent. Then we're going to get that bonus damage, and this is going to get up nice and beefy. So right now it's only 80k, but we're going to get that up a lot higher. I'm going for max damage with this to get an idea of what it can do. So you would need Carmelo, or you would just need like purple MP here and a Santa and a line bonus in feud. And if you don't have that, then you would have to take off this 156% that comes in from the Iron Sheik, and then you have to put in +2 for black MP, and then you can put in more either black or purple MP, or purple MP specifically because you're going to be using that mischief plate or whatever column break gem stuff you can put there. So I understand Lyra's a little bit more rare. This is the Mega Hogan, but I'm trying to go for sort of max damage in ways that you can use him. So do keep in mind we have that moment going as well too. So let's see what he can do. I'll run him this way, and then I'll run him with the Devil's Yeet, and you can see which moveset you like better if you have one or if you have the other. Maybe we'll run it a third way, somewhere in between. So he still has 99 MP, but with a line bonus with the Santa, this is ready to go on turn 1, and this is ready to go on turn 1 if you've got Carmelo Hayes. So we're going to put the first row down at the bottom. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a 7 match of purple. You can make it across the top here, or you can make the 7 match down the side. So that way we reload. We reload our purple move right here, and we're going to make another 7x4 across the top. Now we have filled the board with mostly, now we have 46 of these. And so the reason you would put their 7 match across the top there, I didn't because we had the black gems here, but the reason you would put the 7 match across the top is that you would have these two and possibly one more filled in. So you'd have 48 instead of 46. Each one of these is doing 750k damage now. So that's 750k times 46 is looking closer to about 34 to 36 million damage just from the, sorry, this is it, the bonus damage right here, 740k. So we're looking at roughly 34 million just in the bonus damage, and then we're going to blow up the board, and then the mischief plate's going to go off. So let's see what we do. So there's 34 million as I mathematically did it in my head. We blow up the board, and then we blow up the board again with the other purples. We get a nice cascade from it, and that did another 21 million. So there's 42 million or so at gold plus the 34 million that we did. So there's a good 75 million plus that you can do depending on the cascade with the mischief plate at the end of the turn. So getting the gear, having both of them, and getting just a mischief plate puts him in a very good place to do a lot of damage. So that was pretty good, right? Yeah. All right, so this time we're going to put on the Devil's Drip plate. We'll leave the Rumble plate on. Same moveset, same everything. But this time we're going to show it where if you choose 10 to make purple, then that's going to give us our plate right here to go off, our column break plate. And so if we run it sort of the same way, if you put someone like Julius in instead, then you can just, this would be, not trying to do everything at once. This would be just simply max damage, 3 moves, and done, right? So you would hit the black move first to load up your purple moves, then you would put down your column break gems, and then you would hit the finisher all on its own. So let's pretend we'd use this. We've made our match to get these two loaded. You might need an NWO Hogan instead to make the matching a little bit easier, you know, reduce your risk of a cascade. But now we have 28 on the board. We got 7 multiplies on. So each one of these 28 now is going to do 600K per. So we're looking at probably 15 to 17-ish million per, probably about 17 million or so is what we're going to look for. Yeah, 17 million for the bonus damage, and then we blow up all the multiply gems, and then the other gems come out on the board. Boom, just like that. And then that's another 40 million. So you're looking at like 57-ish million to do it this way. Just a quick, easy sort of move set. But we can do this and get even more damage. Here, let me show you. All right, so if we go back to the moveset I had before with the Mega Hogan, with the line bonus, so that way both moves are ready to go turn 1, we can do what we did the first time around, which was make a 7 match, and then we can put the column breaks out a second time, and then with the Devil's Drip, we can have even more column break and multiplies on at the same time. So you do the same thing. We're going to put this down on the board first, and then what we're waiting for is to see where the multiplies land, because that's going to determine where we make our 7 match. So we still need to make a 7 match. It went into all 3 rows. So our 7 match again is going to be vertical. And to do that, we're going to have to try to go somewhere where we have the least amount of chance of a cascade. And that's going to be right here. So we'll make our 7 match down the bottom like that. Hopefully we don't cascade. All right, we didn't cascade, which is beautiful. Now what we want to do is we want to put these down on the board again. So you have a choice to make here. And it's better to leave as much here and as many multiplies as you can. If more multiplies were up in the first 2 rows, I'd say make it the bottom 5 rows. The fact that there's 4 of them in this row, I would just put these on the bottom again. Fill up the hole that you just made. And now you can see now we have 14 multiples of 7. Each one of these is doing just about 900K or so. And now we can destroy the board. As you can see, again, it's still 750K. There's 8 of them here, so that's going to be about 21 million in the bonus damage, and then we blow up the board, and then we let the mischief plate do its thing. So 20 million, lots of those turned purple. We blow up the board, we let the mischief plate go out and do another big cascade, and that did another 30. So there's 80 million that you can do with a Devil's Drip plate and the mischief plate. And now we'll just do a Devil's Drip and we'll put it on with the Yeet plate and we'll see what we think. All right, so same idea again, line bonus, Mega Hogan. And let's say we're just going for speed right now, right? So if you're just going for speed, you actually don't need that line bonus, but we're just going to, you can actually put a different MP trainer and we're just going to get an idea of how much this is going to do. So we're going to put the 4 down. First, we would do this, choose our purple gems. Then we put the 4 down. We got our multiplies, and then we just hit the finisher. We get the extra bonus damage, and we blow up the board as we do it as quickly as possible. So there's the 20 million for the 28. Blow up the board. And that did 35. How did we not get... Oh, so that's about 70 million? That sounds about 70 million. Plus the 20 million. That was coming from the other one. So there's 90 million that you can do actually quite easily. Not bad. All right, one more to go. All right, so I've decided to keep the same moveset, line bonus moveset. If you don't have that, then you'd have to put in someone with +2 black MP. You're obviously going to hit for a lot less in this overall, but I just want to give a sense of sort of max damage ideas. So this match, put these on the bottom. Now we're going to get that extra 500% per column break. So now our column breaks are going to stay the same there. It's just the per gem basis is going to go up. All right, we're going to make a 7 match. This seems to be our safest bet over here. And as long as we don't mega cascade, which we did not. Awesome. So now here's another thing you can do with this is because we only have 1 multiply 7 here, we can actually cover that this time around. Now we have an extra 7. Now we have 35 gems, and we have basically the entire top 2 rows over here. So we got 35 at 75 here. So that's what? That's 17 and another 8-ish. So we're looking at like 25 million bonus, and then we blow up the board. And now each one of these, because we want to get that extra 500%, we got it times 2. And so that extra row is going to do a lot more damage for each one of those column breaks gems that we've put down there. And that did 67 million times 2. So there's 135 million plus the 20 plus million that we did for the bonus damage. So there's R-Truth hitting for well over 130 million, maybe about 150 million if my math is correct. I don't know. It's Saturday morning and I'm tired. But you can see how the gears, with all the bells and whistles, how that can actually be viable for R-Truth. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for coming to class. Brofessor out.